Hi, I'm Karen. Welcome to my channel. This is where I share my experiences using cruelty-free skincare and makeup on mature skin. It's time for another Empties video. Here's my Empties bin. So let's get started. I'm going to start with some of these Jordan Samuel products that are right here on top. This is the Jordan Samuel After Show Treatment Cleanser. Jordan makes 3 different cleansers, and I use all 3 of them at one time or another in my skincare routine. And I've also found a couple of other cleansers recently that I really like. But this is my absolute favorite nighttime cleanse. I use this as both steps in my double cleanse. It has fantastic oils in it that break down all of my makeup. It's got jojoba oil, grapeseed oil, olive oil. It also has some fruit extracts, so it does some gentle exfoliation. It rinses away beautifully. It smells fantastic. It just glides right across my skin. I can do a little bit of facial massage with it. It leaves my skin clean and soft and ready for the rest of my nighttime routine. I've already repurchased this. Love having it in my collection. This is the Jordan Samuel Hydrate the Mist. I use this every morning and every night right after my toner. What I do is put a little bit of toner in my hand and pat that all over my face. And then while it's still wet, I'll spray some of this in my hand and pat that over top. I've never used an essence, but from what I've heard and read, I use this like most people use an essence. It has some beautiful humectants in it. It has red seaweed extract. It has glycerin, and it also has cucumber extract. So it's very calming and soothing on the skin, and it smells really good too. This one plumps up my skin and gets it ready for all the serums that I put over top of it. This is Jordan Samuel, the Performance Cream. This is my go-to daily moisturizer. This one has some peptides in it, and it also has, let me look at my notes here, some olive leaf and chamomile extracts. So it's very calming and soothing on the skin while it's also lightly moisturizing the skin. It's the perfect consistency and amount of hydration and moisture for my mature but oily skin, and it mixes beautifully with everything. It layers over top of my serums and underneath my makeup nicely, and I can add a few drops to any facial oil. It just mixes so well with everything I've ever tried with it. Definitely repurchased that one already. This is something I received in my Petit Four box. It's the Juice Beauty Antioxidant Serum. This is a very nice serum. It has CoQ10, resveratrol, and aloe, and those are ingredients that my skin loves. This has a very nice consistency. It's light and just silky and glides right across the skin and sinks in so nicely. The only thing I didn't love about this was the scent. It has kind of a plastic scent, but I got over it and I continued to use it, and it didn't bother me so much after a while. I have not repurchased this. I have other products that have CoQ10 and resveratrol in them, but I would consider repurchasing this. It's just a beautiful formula. Something I wouldn't consider repurchasing is this. This is from Blissoma. This is the Clay Renewal Treatment. This is a clay mask, and it also came in a Petit Four box. I was really disappointed because there is just not much in this. I got 1 use out of it. It wasn't enough for 2 uses. So I really can't tell you anything about it except that it's a clay mask. I don't know how much it costs for a full-size jar of this, but they priced this little tiny jar that had 1 use in it at $10. So I don't think I'd be interested in buying this. I know that Blissoma is a pretty expensive brand. You can get clay masks at very reasonable prices, and I didn't feel like this one offered anything to my skin that I hadn't found in other clay masks that I'd used before. So this is a no-go for me. I don't always talk about samples on my channel, but this one I want to mention. I got this as part of a Pharmaca order. It's from the brand Eminence that I'd never heard of before. Eminence is a Hungarian brand, and this is the Eminence Organic Skincare Bamboo Firming Fluid. This was just such a nice serum. I used it mostly on my neck and on the backs of my hands because it does have a natural retinol alternative. I don't use Retin-A on my neck, I just use it on my face. I don't use it on the back of my hands either. So I like to use either a retinol or a retinol alternative on my neck and on my hands so that they can get some of those retinol benefits also. This one, I didn't get enough uses out of it to know if it really does any firming or not, but I love the consistency, I love the feel of it, and it felt like maybe it was doing a little bit for my skin to where it could do some firming, which I would love to see that on my neck. So this is pretty pricey. I looked it up and the full size of this is $65 for 1.2 ounces. But I have been known to pay that much for a really nice serum. This has beautiful ingredients and a beautiful formula, so I may consider purchasing this in the future. This is something that turns up in every one of my Empties videos. This is my Trader Joe's coconut body butter. I use this every day. I slather it on. I love it. It's my go-to body moisturizer. This is $5 for this big tub at Trader Joe's, so I repurchase it over and over again, no problem. I slather it all over. Don't worry about the price because it's so reasonable. It has beautiful ingredients. It mixes well with body oils. I just adore this body butter. I've already repurchased that, and I have another backup on top of that one. This is from Jordan Samuel. This is the Jordan Samuel Granita de Cafe Body Scrub. I really enjoyed using this body scrub. This is, I think, my third jar of this, and I really, really like it. It's a beautiful formula. It just glides across my skin. It's not rough like some body scrubs can be, but it does exfoliate. It leaves a nice layer of moisture without feeling at all heavy or greasy, and the smell is fantastic. It has a coffee smell, but it's not that heavy, harsh coffee smell that some coffee scrubs can have. This one has a very creamy coffee smell. See if I can find my notes on this one so I can tell you a little bit more about it. This one has coffee seed oil, green tea, mango, and shea butters. And it's just a fantastic formula. I haven't repurchased it yet, but I definitely will. I miss having it in my collection, and I'll be buying it again soon. This is something else that I got in my Pettivore box. This is from Little Barn Apothecary. This is the honeysuckle and grapefruit body oil. I really enjoyed this. It does have a little bit of a stronger scent than some of my body oils. At first, I didn't like mixing it with my coconut body butter. I would use it a little bit on its own, but then I found that if I just added a few drops of this to the body butter, I could use it and the scents mixed nicely. So I did enjoy having this. I love the smell of it. I love the consistency of it. I love the brand. It has wonderful clean ingredients, and I would repurchase this. These are two products that I use for my menopause symptoms, for my night sweats and my hot flashes. This one is from Metagenics. This is Ester Vera. These are little tablets. I take one every night, and this has Siberian rhubarb root, which gives me some plant estrogen. And then this one is the Internal Harmony Progesterone Cream. This one has a plant progesterone that comes from wild yam. I use both of these every night. This one you use, because it's a progesterone, you use it kind of like the old birth control pills where it's 25 days on and then 5 days off. But I use them together. My doctor told me I could use both of these together as long as they were working for me, and they do. I have very few hot flashes anymore and a lot less night sweats. This one is one I'm really sad about. This is not an empty, it's a declutter because I didn't use this and it went bad. This is from Cora Organics. This is their Noni Glow face oil. And I've had a sample of this before and used it. This is a pretty good size sample. There's 5 mLs in this. And so the value of this, that's about half of the mini size. I've looked at Sephora, 10 mLs cost $25. So this is about $12.50 in facial oil here that I wasted. And I'm really disappointed in myself for that. I'm really bad about pulling out my samples and using them. And after I got this out and realized that it had turned, I was really disappointed about that. So I'm going to try to find a way to start using my samples. I know my friend Nina on the channel, Just Nina, she does a Saturday sample series. I may try to start doing something like that to get some good use out of my samples, because it just makes me sick that I'm going to have to throw this away and wasted it. But I have tried this before. I know this is a beautiful formula. I just wish I hadn't wasted that one. This is the wrapper from my Trader Joe's Oatmeal Exfoliant Bar. This is the almond ginger scent. I use all of the different Trader Joe's body bars and I love all of them, but I think this is my favorite one. I love the smell of it, love the consistency. It has a little bit of exfoliation, but it's very creamy. It's a huge bar. I think this costs $2.97 at Trader Joe's. Fantastic ingredients. I just love it. I've purchased this many times and I'll continue to repurchase it. I don't have any makeup in here, but I do have a couple of makeup tools that have lived their best life and are ready to retire. This is definitely my oldest makeup brush, and for a long time it was my only makeup brush. For a lot of years I didn't wear eyeshadow. I wore mascara and eyeliner, and I didn't wear any face makeup until about a year ago. So I never really had any makeup brushes. This one I got, I don't even know where it came from, honestly. I've had it for so long. I have some vague memory of someone giving me a set of makeup brushes for Christmas one year maybe. And I kept this one because I did love using this to kind of smudge out my eyeliner when I had a harsh line. And this was great for that. It performed beautifully. It doesn't have a name on it. I have no idea who made this, but for a no-name makeup brush, it did a really good job. It lived its life. It no longer performs the way it did. I tried to use it the other day and realized that the bristles were splayed and it no longer did a good job of smudging the eyeliner the way it used to do. So it's going into retirement now. This is a little mini makeup sponge that I got in a set of 6 minis at Sephora. I use these where I can't reach with my Real Technique sponge. I use them under my eyes and here in the corners to smooth everything out. This one performed very well. I used it for a long time. It has a tear in it, which is why I'm getting rid of it now. But I've got, I think, 4 more in that little container. So these last for a really long time and hold up well. That's it. That's everything in my empties. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing. Just hit the subscribe button down below and ring the notification bell next to that so that you'll know when I post new videos. Bye for now.